Alrighty. So here we are playing some more Tropico 6 and we're on to episode, I believe, episode number 9 of our Rich Island playthrough. In last episode we were kind of just getting everything tip top and planning our future economic exploits. So let's get into it. Alright. So here we are now. Checking on our population, unemployed, college. Let's go ahead and build up a couple more offices. Let's just do 2 so I don't need to worry about it for a minute. 1, 2. So there is that. Now then, let's go over here and continue. Oh, look. What's going on? Thinks there's 1,000. Oh, okay. So it does look like people are going to be bringing the goods from our plank warehouse to the furniture factory. Very nice. So there is that. Let's check in on residential occupancy. All these buildings are full, and this tells me that I reckon these people probably want more housing. And so what I kind of want to do is to build a shopping mall for them. I mean, if they're going to be living in this zone here, maybe they would want to be happy, right? This will definitely cut down on commute times. Let's go ahead and do something like this. And then what we can do for them is build another cathedral on this side here. And then in the middle of all this, we can build a nice looking plaza. It looks like we need some larger parks. So let's do honestly, what I could do is just go like this all the way through. That looks fine. And we'll have a shopping mall on one side, cathedral on the other. Over here, I can maybe even put something else. We do need to handle pollution near these people's homes. Near everyone's homes, ideally, but very specifically near people that are living, that are going to be living over here near the industrial zone. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is destroy this park here, and we'll put that building there. This will be nice because it generates a little bit of electricity as well. Well, only after we research it. So let's go ahead and put that on the menu as well. Modern times. Waste treatment facility. I seen something just a second ago that piqued my interest. Trade Institute. I've since forgotten. Anyways, let's go ahead and build a courthouse as well. Oh, the research labs. We're gonna need research labs. What an awkward building. It's like too wide this way, but too thin this way. A courthouse, maybe. We could have the courthouse right here. That could be neat looking. Let's go and do that. A road that can come down this way, that way. Maybe we'll surround this with a bit of offices or something. Or something. Maybe the ministry could be close to here, as well as the Trade Institute. Anyways, why didn't I activate the Caribbean Trade Pact Association? We have access to it, but what was stopping me? Oh, it was the fact that we didn't research the customs office quite yet. Okay. What I want to do is go ahead and pick up a research lab now. That would be nice. But we're just gonna need more money, so let's give it a bit of time. Let's get the courthouse at least up and running. We might need to research the courthouse, actually. Now that I think about it, yeah, we are gonna have to research it. I mean, we can just leave it for now. planks, furniture factory. So I'm kind of split. We can import electronics, or we can import the stuff to make electronics. One or the other. And then if we import electronics, then we'll be turning electronics alongside our furniture into smart furniture. So it's like, I'm not sure. Jewelry, pharmaceutical company, and if we import this stuff to make electronics, then we can also set up maybe like one jewelry workshop and one pharmaceutical company. We can import cloth and make fashion as well. I mean apparel. What else can we do with plastics? I don't really think that there's much that we can do with plastics. I might make a vehicle factory first off. That could be decent. All we need is rubber and steel. And the reason that I don't want to build like a rubber plantation, that'd be pretty easy, right? And it only takes 4 workers. The reason is that like I want as little as possible to be produced actually on the island. So the pineapples, bananas, the corn, everything, I want it to be on like lowest settings pretty much. Out of electricity here. We're not? We're not? That's not good. That's really not good. Let's go ahead and try figuring a solar power plant. Could be decent. Let's go ahead and buy one just to check out how well it works. I kind of don't want it here. I'd rather fit in some more industry and whatnot. So let's go ahead and put it maybe all the way here. The front of the building is right here. Maybe we'll do one. Nah, screw it. We'll go for aesthetics here. So I'll put one here. Put that on high priority. I'm pretty sure we're reaching, with 2 nuclear power plants, we're reaching like the maximum amount of uranium that we can process. So we wouldn't want to build any more nuclear power plants. At least not until we potentially get another mine down. Might not be a terrible idea. We have uranium over here and here. We could build 2 new uranium mines, and then we could build a total of 4 nuclear power plants somewhere on this island. That could be a good idea. We'll have to see. We'll need like a small little township over here. Could be pretty helpful. I kind of want to quick build this. Yeah, let's quick build it. Let's see. Max out the budget. $40 wage, pretty good. Increases power production, deteriorates over time. I don't think that's worth it. Supra surface 3000 mega. That's fine. So giving us a pretty decent amount of electricity for us to use. All is fine. Let's go ahead and check in on our buildings here. Yeah, so I think this is like as much what's it called as we need. Tourism. This is all the tourism we're gonna go with. Check in on our offices, see how everything's doing. Check in on corporate business. Oh, what? $26 is because no one's working here. Let's go ahead and check in on this one. 146. Not bad. Not great though. Consumer, 290. It's alright. Official, 370. So I want to change one from corporate to official. So 2 on official there. We have 1 on consumer. 2 on consumer. Let's make it 3 on consumer. That will probably be alright. I didn't even notice anyone going on strike. That's pretty good. Let's see what is researching. Nothing too amazing quite yet. Let's go ahead and get, if I can find it, a research lab. So this building is pretty intense. Costs a lot of money. And on top of that, requires a lot of electricity. But it could be really good for us. So what I want to do is relocate you to the backside over here. And let's go ahead and get the research lab put here. Then what we could do is, first off, check in on our mansions. All of them are completely full. So let's build another mansion. Let's build up some neighborhoods as well. Hopefully that's decent. I don't want to quick build the courthouse because it might not be that useful in the end. Hopefully we didn't just sell planks. 2,000 planks in storage, that's weird. It should only be 1,000. Maybe they're leaving them for us. That could be really good. The planks are being consumed pretty rigorously. So it would be nice if they brought over the planks real soon. There's probably someone picking them up already. So you, yes. He's picking up planks, bringing them to the furniture factory. That's pretty good. And this guy is bringing them to the furniture factory too. So that's nice. So in a moment like this, when we're relying on imports, you want a dock with high efficiency. But further than that, you're also going to want to activate the Advanced Boat Services Edict. We can't have we don't have access to this yet, so let's go ahead and put this on high priority. Looks like it's already getting purchased, built up. Decrease upkeep by 70%, requires additional electricity. I mean, that's probably definitely what we're going to have to do because this building is very expensive. Artificial neural network. So that'll be decent. So we'll always be generating knowledge even if no one's inside. So that's decent. So I'm probably going to pick up both of these. Maybe not right off the bat. Actually, cloud computing, this is going to be more efficient the sooner you get it. So we'll go ahead and pick this up right away. Rebel threat decreased to none. Very good. Looks like we have, I haven't checked on the population in a second. Lots of well-off and a couple of rich people that need a home. So we have enough homes, but people still aren't living in our buildings. And so if you're trying to figure out what's going on, what you can do is check residential occupancy, right? So as we can see, we don't need any new homes in this area because there's plenty of vacant homes. So let's go over here. And now as we can see, all of these homes are completely green. They're all full. So that means we need new homes here. Let's go ahead and build our road over like this. And let's start putting down some apartments around this plaza. I want to do something like this green one here. And the blue one there. I should flip these. I'm going to do it because I am a fiend for aesthetics. And screw it, let's quick build these two. Leave them all on the medium budget, of course. Pick up solar panel windows. And now this little plaza is decent, I'd say. All we gotta do is surround it with a little bit more housing. And so what we'll do is build up just a bunch of skyscrapers, kind of like in a diagonal here, surrounding this plaza right here. And that'll be all of the housing for our industrial zone. Then we'll kind of spread in some industry here and there, whatever we can afford. Plenty of planks and furniture should be getting pumped out pretty consistently. And now we have the research lab, so let's go ahead and max out the budget. Keep knowledge, invest knowledge. The knowledge generation is decreased by 75%. Let's go ahead and first off, let's check the budget here, so $277. That's really expensive, right?
Serving dollops of rich, creamy justice for all Tropican citizens. Some hidden fees may apply.
I rarely build the courthouse, so I don't really hear that line that often. So $277. Let's see what cloud computing brings it down to. 277. And it's supposed to decrease it by 70%. So it's supposed to be way lower. Actually, you know what? I know what it is. Yeah, I know what it is. The budget isn't taking into account the wage, I don't think. So you can imagine is 5 times 48, right? So 5 times 48 is, what, 10 less than 250, so 240. So the building is only costing us $11 to upkeep. But on top of that, we're paying everyone's wages. So I think it did do what it said it was going to do. A new election. Let's go ahead and acknowledge something. I guess job happiness. Now we'll acknowledge fun happiness. Let's praise the capitalists, blame no one, promise nothing, deliver speech. Because we're going to be making like a super ultra national. Hold up.
Your prosperity is my honor. Your solidarity is my faith. And I gracefully accept your love. You are my Tropico. My people, are you bored? Let Presidente entertain you. Oh, is nothing fun anymore? Let Presidente be all the fun you need. You don't enjoy life? Let Presidente enjoy it for you. Our ongoing prosperity is supported by the capitalists. With thanks. We're grateful for the many fulfilling jobs you create for my people and your progressive attitudes towards taxation. It is you, my friends, who I thank for making me what I am today. I am proud to be your Presidente. Viva Tropico!
Nice. Are these business people? Yeah, that's what business people look like. That's funny. Just a bunch of business workers. And that's a banker. Looks like a black suit. Nice, so bankers and lawyers and office workers. Anyways, I totally spaced what I was going to talk about just a second ago. I'll try and remember. Yeah, we need business law. It generates $50 on base efficiency per offshore and office each month. So the more offices we build, the more the courthouse is going to make. So that is decent. We should build ourselves a prison. Let's go ahead and purchase a prison, and does it fit perfectly? Not really. Let's go ahead and go all the way down like this, just as far as we can. And then what we can do is get a road, bring it all the way down to the other side, all the way back. So there is that. So now we have a prison to help deal with our criminals. Private banking, shopping mall. No one wants to work in a shopping mall, because who would want to do that? And so this is the issue with having too many vacant jobs, is that the least desirable jobs, no one's going to work on them.
Into the back of a truck so that you don't have to. Coming soon to a road near you.
Anyway, so now that we have knowledge generation is decreased by 75%. While the building is fully staffed, the efficiency of each office is increased by 0.1 on medium budget. Cumulated up to a cap of 0.03. That sounds like the worst work mode in the whole game. Generate knowledge is converted into raid points. Oh. Nothing too great. I mean, I will end up putting 2 research labs on Invest Knowledge. That might be kind of cool. But a big thing is the Trade Institute actually consumes knowledge to do things that you want it to do. So that's like a major reason as to why getting a lot of research labs could be really good. And once we set up the 4 nuclear power plants on this island, that's when I'll do the Tropico farming. I want to check that out. I want to build up the same little parks on this side. So there is that. And now we should be researching stuff at a pretty good rate. We just researched the core house, right? So now we can... No, did we not? I thought we did. Cold War, core house. Modern times, core house. I guess I should get the TV station and the waste treatment facilities first. But we just finished the customs office. That's it, okay. Let's wait this 20 months out. Let's wait this 20 months out, and as soon as this is done, our election, then I'm going to activate the Caribbean Trade Pact Association. So the customs office can technically never change from reduce import taxes. I don't need to change it from this because we're only focusing on imports. So on top of that, let's get tax evasion, which decreases import prices by another 10%. So this building alone is reducing on-base efficiency, import deals by a total of 20%. And so if we come into the trade menu, come to price modifiers, we can see exactly how much. And as we can see, a total of 20% off on import trade routes. So that's decent. So a 5th off. Classical staging, well off. Oh, I was talking about, I believe, getting more people onto the island. We do need more people. Let's go ahead and do all of these offices. Let's just hire enough to completely fill them all in. What kind of sucks about hiring people from off the island is they're going to have like potentially very radically different beliefs. But let's go ahead and fill all of these in. High school, don't need anything for any of this. Uneducated, again, I'm not really worried about it. It kind of sucks that like all the shopping malls, no one's wanting to work in them and stuff. Let's go and bump that up. Check in on our wealth. Only 7 poor people. People that work in shopping malls. Someone that works at the dock for some reason. Unemployed spouse. And then some people working in the coconut harvesters. So I can end up destroying the coconut harvester soon, right? And then just importing coconuts. That'll be something that we do kind of for the rest of forever, just importing coconuts. I think I'll wait until we get a really good import deal. So 20 months, 23 new people. Oh yeah, that's all the college educated people we just hired in. All of our mansions are completely full, really good to see. So over time, these are going to generate us some pretty good money. No dress code, self-service. I mean, it sucks I can't increase the job quality on this building any further. Maybe what would actually help is an immigration office. Let us go ahead and consider it. I think this is the front of the building. Can do something like that. Tourist plane, that's a good number to see. We gained tourist on that last ship. Really nice. TV station has been researched. So let's go ahead and change this to the planet in you. No. Global news. Intellectual faction. Very good. Let's do the same thing with the radio stations. We'll do 42. Intellectual faction. So now we have all the radio stations pushing everyone towards the intellectual faction. And then on top of that we have newspapers pushing everyone towards the capitalist factions. Everyone should be influenced except for these people over here. So let's go over to the industrial area and influence these people as well. We can do a news station right here. And let's do a radio station maybe kind of here-ish. Quick build, quick build. Send the helicopter to this waste treatment facility as soon as possible. Max out the budget.
Now Uno wishes a
Yields and
warm
profit.
welcome to any new Tropicans
42.
from the immigration
Very good.
office. Not many people can get past the 50th round of testing.
Immigration office has been completed. Open doors. We should do skilled workers. Yes. Security controls just in case a foreign spy wants to invade our island. We should research this building as well. Probably Cold War. I would reckon it is. Checking our population, unemployed. We're only worried about the unemployed college individuals. Let's see here. We could build up some more mansions. I believe we have one that was either just completed. Yes. So, this is kind of neat. Look at this little city block. Very nice. This is something that I've kind of always wanted to do. Let's build little city blocks out of the mansions. Like a rich neighborhood. Very nice. Now we're starting to cook. Look at all this money. So much money. No parks in front of this. Kind of bugging me, so let's go ahead and just put 2 parks. Anywhere specifically that we're not gonna put like squeeze in a building. Definitely always want to be considering parks, just so you can have it be as aesthetically pleasing as possible. You just need people to move in. Let's see what is being researched next. The waste treatment facility. Let's check in on the population in these downtown areas. Or population, the pollution. Housing units typically are what make the most pollution. And it looks like everything's like pretty green here. So this means that people aren't going to... Man, that sucks. Service quality shot down to 94. Reason being is that that shack was there. That shack was there and it was just decreasing the nearby beauty and polluting the area. Did I research this? No, we should win this election. Yeah, we'll leave it. Waste treatment facility's done, so we can go with refuse incineration, which is going to start producing some electricity. Let's see how much we're at. 340 megawatts up, decent. Checking on this building planks, so it looks like we're building up a collection of planks. So ideally that goes on forever, right? Like as long as we're importing it, we'll be able to build up planks.
Now, true Tropicans can relax. If nobody is looking at you funnily, you must be a good person.
Max out that budget. Very good. I think that everything is rather tip-top here. Making some really good money. About to win our election, and there we go. So, let us employ our secret tech. Reduce import taxes. Tax evasion. Let's get tourist fees while we're at it. But now we are in a pretty good spot. Now, let's see everything working together here. Yes, I think we're ready. Let's go ahead and activate it. So, 58 support. Let's just press play for a second, see if it goes down or up. No, so it's like it looks like it's staying there. So 15,000.
The secret of better trade deals, friendships, and
what better way to make international friendships than joining a borderline legal import-export bloc? It's just a bunch of friends trading together and getting rich doing it. What could be better? We get juicier trade contracts, and we only have to pay a modest membership fee to join. They even have a newsletter.
A newsletter creates one random export trade route for each of the Caribbean trade partners, increases the Caribbean happiness by 15%, increases capitalist standing by 10, and it's got a cooldown of 3 years, so we can do this every 3 years. So next time we can do it is around June 1956. So let's go ahead and issue it. And so now, oh, you know what I should have done? What you want to do is wait until, you don't want this to activate right at the end of the year, because you might, what's it called, like want to set some minor things up, and what's it called, you'll run out of time. So look at this, rum at 100% off. Look at that. That is pretty intense. So we can make $250,000 off that deal. Wow. So these two together, that's $1 million deal. $1 million that we just made. Corn, we can import corn for very cheap. Don't really see a major reason why we'd want to do that. So let's go ahead and pick up both of these rum deals. I mean, let's go ahead and buy all the trade deals too. So hopefully over time we'll be able to, oh, you know what, I need to research. Let's get rid of this and this. Let's do, no wait, it's World Wars. Advanced boat services. And then what else was I going to do? The courthouse and where to go? Our research lab. I'll remember once it comes up. Anyways. Like totally drawing a blank with everything I'm doing. Advanced boat services edict. Okay. Let's go and activate this.
I am always looking for ways to make our export business more efficient. And the biggest problem is that big boats are so slow. Well, we can squeeze a few knots out of every vessel if we wax the hull to reduce drag and switch from diesel engines to widdershins. It will cost a little more in maintenance, but more speed means quicker export money.
So what's kind of funny about Advanced Boat Services Edict is this will never actually make you make more money from exports. Reason being is that like your rate of generating exports is the cap, right? It doesn't matter how often a ship shows up because you're generating like a certain amount of goods. And so it's kind of hard to phrase this into words, but I mean, it could kind of help if you have like a bunch of little islands and you need teamsters like pulling stuff around and stuff. But really, like, let's say you make 100,000 in exports a year, right? It doesn't matter if the ship shows up every 6 months or if it shows up every year. Like at the end of the year, you're always gonna have the same amount of money. But what is funny is that this edict here will get you more money from your imports, right? Because the ships are showing up more often, and because they're showing up more often, that means that more imports are showing up more often. So we're gonna get that, and once it levels up, we'll be in a pretty good spot. And now what's really nice is we are importing rum for literally $0, and then we're selling it for 10,000, near 10,000. What you could even do to make this like really insane is we could come and find an export for rum. If someone wanted to buy our rum, then we can try and squeeze out even more money, and we're gonna import like, what is this, 100,000 units of rum? Yeah, around 100,000 units of rum. So that'll take kind of a long time, right? 100 times that a ship shows up. But I mean, later on, what's really nice about these Caribbean trade partners is that like you can cancel the trade with them and they don't really care, right? So if we cancel with America, America will get upset. Oh man, how long have we been cloth? That's wild. We're not even producing cloth. Anyways, what does kind of suck is that we only got these deals here, corn and sugar. Sugar wasn't even part of this deal, but we didn't get anything like too intense. We got 2 things of rum and 1 thing of corn. So those are, yeah, you get 3 trade routes, right? And so we only got corn here, which really sucks. It would have been nice like if we got like electronics or plastics or oil or something like gold maybe. Gold at a really low price could be really good. So let's see here. About to make $12,000, right? Expected revenue. Rum. Rum's in there. Is the price of rum tanking? Hopefully not. Oh yeah, rum's down. Rum is down. Huge. So what this means is that the $1 million that we're potentially going to make, it's basing that on the standard cost per 1,000 units. Right now, the standard cost doesn't matter because the actual price is half of that. So, I mean, it's still a good deal, but it would be better if this was way up. So that's where the Trade Institute could be handy, but the major thing about the Trade Institute is it takes like years, like a decade. So not like the best thing. That's kind of why I'm not building it quite yet, is it's pretty expensive. I haven't really used it that successfully yet, and so we'll get to see in the future how well it does. It looks like our support is doing pretty alright considering the fact that, oh look, Caribbean trade, or the Caribbean happiness is going down. I wonder why. Something must have happened. That's really weird. Maybe we can see here, economic event. That's really weird. Anyways, let's see what we're researching. The courthouse. I wanted the immigration office. Is that what it was? It is. Keep knowledge. Check in on residential occupancy. All these mansions are still quite full, so let's go ahead and get more of them. Cool. Checking on our population. We're slowly chipping away at the vacant jobs, which is good. You know what I should do? We should focus on our happiness for a while. Crime safety. Let's get crime safety completely dealt with by building up a number of police stations wherever we need them. So it looks like we could use one somewhere around here. Let's go and put one here then. Let's see where else we need one. One downtown. Makes sense. Let's go and do 2 downtown. That should help out quite a bit. And I don't want to build one like over here in the middle of the industrial zone. But I mean, can't be bad. Let's go quick build them. That should help rather significantly with our crime issues. Max out the budget. Second shift on all of them. Put them on always on duty. What kind of sucks is that we built up a lot of jobs there. So let's go through and just hire a bunch of cops from off the island. Pretty cheap to do. And there we go. Bunch of new police officers. Private banking. I do really want to turn on the edict wealth tax. Wherever it is. Wealth tax. We gain $5 for every rich and filthy rich Tropican every month. And right now we are... Ooh, we're getting pretty close to half the population. It looks like it did hit it at one point. Well off. Kind of sucks we have so many well off people. That's okay. Rich and filthy rich. And how much money did it say? No, wait, it's $5. It is $5 and it looks like a level up. I think giving us even more money. What really sucks though is it's going to make the capitalists rather upset. So we don't want to compare it to the building modifiers. We want to compare this to the edict modifiers. Social Security and all this stuff going on. We're not always going to have Caribbean Trade Pact Association turned on. So what we're looking at is a +2. So 50 + 2, 52. If nothing happened for a really long time, we didn't do anything, then it would even out to around 52, right? So then if we activate wherever it went, wealth tax, it's going to go down by 20. So you can imagine only 32. It'd be pretty upset. It looks like we could do the right to bear arms, which will increase liberty. And the major thing here is it'll increase capitalist standing by 7. So we could do this one here. Bells to bullets. Maybe church fee. Decreases religious standing by 5, which isn't great. Decreases efficiency of religious buildings by 15, so we're not going to activate it. That would be bad, right? We just need something that's going to make them happy. Well, you know what we could do is... not official residence. Entertainment. Where is El Presidente Club? We could get the El Presidente Club. And the major thing with this is that we can put a... I mean, we should do this anyways. So let's go ahead and do this. El Presidente Club. Really anywhere. Let's go and do it here, I guess. Let's go and do that there. And we're going to need, because of that, we're going to need the corruption agency. So let's go ahead and put that there. Put this on a higher priority. And yes. I should build up a ministry as well. Let's go ahead and do that now. Can we ask America for money? We can. Let's go and ask them for a bit. Alrighty. $42 new people. Oh yeah, that's all those cops we hired in. So, hopefully over time our crime safety goes up. It should shoot up. Check on crime safety. Yeah, everything's looking pretty green. Okay. And what I should do is we should research the right to arms and activate that once we have a chance to do so. Checking out the population, unemployed, no college, unemployed people. Vacant jobs for colleges, really nice. That means that all of our offices are being used. What is this one? Official 500, official 500, consumer 300. We have 2 more on consumer, another one over here on official, and then this one is corporate 280. Not bad. So it's generating good money for us. I mean, I could get water coolers for all of them. It's 30,000. I'm not going to do that. Global news. So, the thing about the politics is we're pushing everyone towards the capitalist faction and everyone towards the intellectual faction. But besides that, everything else are these 2 right here. We're not really influencing anyone for these. And so hopefully we can get rid of the conservative faction. We just don't want too many conservatives on the island. Same thing with the communists. The major reason why is that the intellectuals, we can make them pretty happy. All we gotta do is change this to improv theater. So let's go ahead and do that now. So there is that.
Today, our esteemed El Presidente announced the opening of Tropico's corruption agency, which will finally centralize all our corruption at a great saving to you, the taxpayers.
Praise corruption. Worker consumes knowledge to reduce corruption. So we consume knowledge. Reduces corruption effect on trade routes. Okay. Reduces corruption effect on faction standing. Reduces corruption effect on crime safety. Increases foreign aid by 20%. So we'll leave this how it is. That's nice. Gonna be fighting corruption. Let's go ahead and quick build El Presidente Club then. So this means we can be a bit corrupt, right? Open the membership screen and let's have a look here at El Presidente Club. first off, let's go ahead and we want to do a capitalist. Invite him to the club. So all of these options are going to be the same except for the very last one. This one will be specified towards their faction, right? So all of them are going to be the same. We have build whatever, so whoever we invited, the capitalist, they won't get upset whenever we build certain buildings, right? So it could be really good to pick up a conservative so that they don't get upset with all of the different buildings we're building. Same thing with, oh man, I should have done the communist, I think. No, we'll keep it capitalist. Tropicans arriving in Tropico, higher chance of being capitalist. Ask someone else, they're not going to request demands. Free edict, so this is the one we want to go with for the capitalist. The activation of edicts does not decrease the standing with capitalist. Okay. So what that means is that we can activate wealth tax and they won't get upset. So let's go ahead and get rid of everything. Do wealth tax first. And then I want to do, if I can find it, the courthouse. What else was I going to do? I keep on forgetting. Immigration office, yes. And the right to bear arms. So now we have wealth tax. Let's go ahead and activate it. Oh wow, look at that.
For some reason, other nations never quite manage.
So in doing so, we can see our capitalist faction standing is still at 100. So that's pretty neat. Now we're just taxing the wealthy. So did it say $5? Yeah, $5. So 5 times 260 plus 14. So what is that? 275 times 5. It's 1,075 times 5 is 150, 300, 375. So 1,375 a month. I mean, that's not bad. That's pretty decent. On top of that, as soon as we get the business law, we'll be making even more money.
We have word from the palace officially denying that there are any plans to genetically engineer more compliant citizens. How reassuring.
So, oh, wait. No. So if we invite a communist, then it's going to kick the capitalist out. So we can't do that one. We could do the religious faction. I don't think the militarists are ever going to be upset with what we're doing. Maybe the religious faction would be pretty decent. In terms of edicts, I mean, we could, well, no. If I had to choose one, you know? Whoa. We can send the corruption agency cigars and it'll decrease corruption. That's pretty funny. Corruption this year we generated 1.7. And in total this thing hasn't gotten rid of any corruption, which kind of sucks. Open membership screen. Let's check out who else we should invite. I mean, let's see what the intellectuals do. Forget old news. Increase monthly decay of corruption. That could be pretty good. Higher chance of being intellectual. Build whatever. Free edict. Ask someone else. I mean, I kind of don't like this. Let's dismiss them and invite the conservatives. Once and forever, the standing with the conservative faction gets set to 70 and does not change. That's pretty decent. Because what I was going to do is put on build whatever. Right? Because then they wouldn't get upset if we go do something like build up a huge solar power plant farm. Let's dismiss them. I want to check out my options with the intellectuals first. Re-edict, ask someone else. Prenatal opinion? Forget old news. I'm not sure. Maybe it's best not to have anyone. Just so that we're not producing unnecessary corruption. Environmentalist and industrialist. Probably environmentalist. And I reckon the religious faction. Let's see.
The intellectuals leader departed the El Presidente Club today, causing speculation that their 2-for-1 offers on cocktails were dangerously impairing her intellectual faculties.
I mean, I think we're doing pretty good. Let's just leave things how they are. Let's quick build our ministry, get the ministry up and running. Kind of the same deal as the El Presidente Club. The ministry is... This is in the base game though. Religious candidate, nope. Nope. Militarist, not really. Generates additional knowledge per month per high school and college. That could be good. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with this one. We're gonna need lots of knowledge. Intellectuals, higher minister, defense, industrialists, no. No. Conservatives, no. Nope. I mean, maybe the militarist candidate. That could be smart because if something like drastic happens and like I don't know what's going on, like rebels just like out of nowhere, like a foreign spy, like if a foreign spy infiltrates and starts brooding up some rebels, then at least we'll have hopefully some police will defend the island. Department of Economy, I think I want to go with capitalist because everything's on the max budget, and so in doing the capitalist faction, it's going to make them all 7% more efficient. Really good. Nothing else that's really piquing my fancy there, so let's go ahead and hire him. Department of Foreign Affairs, what we could do is intellectual. 4 multiplied by the value of your highest superpower relation is generated as knowledge at the end of every month. So 4 times, I think 81 is what we're kind of like hard capped at for America. Like it's just not going to move from there. So 4 times 81, pretty good. Anything else that I'd rather do? Ooh, the industrialist could be good. Base export for consumer and luxury goods, that could be good. Because we're not going to do any deals to increase the prices of our goods. So just a flat 5% bonus could be decent. Industrialist or intellectual? It's a hard decision. We'll come back to intellectuals later. I think industrialist for right now is better. Department of Interior, I think intellectual as well. Yeah, no, we're gonna go with the intellectual faction. Okay. So there is all of our ministers. Everything's getting rather well set up. It's really decent. I want to build another bank. Yet another one. $869. Both of them are making that. That's pretty intense. Just need to get the courthouse up and running now. Let's check in on more government buildings here. We have the prison down. Tropico farms like one of the last few things. Don't really need the Ministry of Information. Offshore offices could be good, but it could also make superpowers like really upset with us, so not sure if that's really going to be worth. No, it'll probably be worth it in the end because we are allies with America. And hopefully they never get too upset with us. Not a single person's working in the fun fair period. Let's just hire people on, I guess. So everything's like at an insane efficiency now. Every single thing. At least if it's on the max budget. So like our offices, what is this, 132%? 132 is now like the new average. Efficiency, 106 because there's no one working there. Check out our trade deals, nothing too crazy. 1956. around June, right? Alrighty, so sometimes I get carried away playing Tropico, and today was one of those days. I recorded this whole entire episode, and I meant to only make it 30 minutes long, right? But I ended up making it a whole entire hour. So when I think I do this, if there's no like decent point where I can cut it in half and post it in 2 separate days, then I think what I'm gonna do instead is just post the hour-long video, and that'll be the upload for 2 days. So yeah, like this island is rather wealthy. Just checking on the wealth. Pretty close to having over half the population be rich. Pretty close. And then all these poor people, if they end up marrying someone who makes like a decent wage, then they'll no longer be poor, right? So things are coming together pretty well. We have a handful of criminals. Hopefully they're all... Nope, none of them. They're all just roaming around. Did we ever end up building the prison? We did. Max out the budget. We have 1 person in detention. Re-education. Oh, nice. That's good. We'll do a re-education program. Interrogation room's probably fine. There we go. Yeah. It was really fun building up the island in this episode. We made a whole lot of progress. Lots of really cool stuff is happening. And so I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. Like I said, this is gonna be the upload for 2 days. And if you enjoy this episode, be sure to leave a like. And if you want to follow along with more Tropico 6 series like this, then be sure to subscribe. Peace.